My beloved child, stop here for a moment, because what is moving toward your soulmate is not as simple as it looks, and what heaven is about to uncover has been hidden behind calm faces, unfinished conversations, and a silence that has lasted far too long. There is a reason your heart has felt uneasy lately without knowing why. There is a reason your spirit has paused in the middle of ordinary moments, as if something unseen whispered your name from behind the veil. You thought it was overthinking. You thought it was just another emotional wave passing through you. But no, beloved, there are moments when the soul feels what the eyes cannot yet see. And this is one of those moments. Your soulmate has been standing closer to a turning point than they realize. They have been smiling in front of people while carrying a pressure inside that no one has fully understood. They have been trying to appear strong, calm, and unaffected, but heaven has seen the quiet weight sitting on their chest. Heaven has heard the words they did not say. Heaven has noticed the nights when their mind wandered back to you, not because they were weak, but because your presence became the one place their spirit remembered peace. But now, something has shifted. A gray-haired man is stepping closer into their path, and his arrival is not random. He is not coming with loud footsteps. He is not arriving like a storm that announces itself. He is coming slowly, carefully, with the kind of calm voice that makes danger look like advice. And that is why this message had to reach you now. Do not let fear enter your heart. This is not a message to frighten you. This is a message to awaken what heaven has already placed inside you. Because not every danger comes with darkness on its face. Sometimes danger comes dressed as wisdom. Sometimes it speaks like protection. Sometimes it claims to know what is best. Sometimes it uses age, experience, family history, reputation, and old influence to make a pure connection doubt itself. Your soulmate is not in danger because love is weak. Your soulmate is in danger because someone has noticed how powerful this bond could become. And when a bond carries light, those who live through control can feel threatened by it. There is something about the way your soulmate changes when your name enters the room. Even if they try to hide it, something in their eyes gives them away. Their energy becomes softer. Their mind becomes more honest. Their heart remembers what it tried to bury. And this gray-haired man has seen it. He has seen the shift. He has watched the way your soulmate grows quiet when certain topics are mentioned. He has studied the silence after your name appears. He has sensed that your soulmate's heart is no longer fully under the influence of old voices. That is what disturbed him. Not because you did anything wrong, but because your presence reveals something he cannot control. Stay with this, because the deeper truth is not what he says openly. The deeper truth is what he fears silently. He fears your soulmate choosing from the heart instead of from pressure. He fears your soulmate breaking an old pattern. He fears your soulmate stepping out of a path that was prepared for them by someone else's expectations. He fears that one honest decision could undo years of quiet manipulation. And beloved, this is why your soul has been feeling the heaviness before the proof arrived. You may have noticed strange emotional waves. One moment you feel peace, the next moment a sudden sadness enters you. One moment you feel as if your soulmate is near, and the next moment you feel distance. This is not because the connection has disappeared. It is because your soulmate is being pulled between what their heart knows and what another voice wants them to believe. The gray-haired man is not only speaking to their mind. He is trying to enter their doubt. He is trying to place questions where heaven has already placed certainty. He may say things like, "Be careful." He may speak about timing. He may speak about reputation. He may act as if he is only protecting your soulmate from disappointment. But behind those words is something deeper, a desire to separate them from the one person who awakens their truth. And that person is you. Your soulmate may not have told you everything. They may not have explained the pressure around them. They may not have admitted how much outside energy has shaped their choices. There are conversations happening around them that you have not heard. There are opinions being placed in their ears when they are already emotionally tired. There are moments when they almost move toward you, and then something pulls them back into silence. But heaven is not silent. Heaven has been watching every hidden influence. Heaven has been gathering every unseen detail. Heaven has been protecting the part of this connection that even confusion could not destroy. And now the hidden pattern is beginning to reveal itself. This gray-haired man carries old disappointment in his own heart. He is not only looking at your soulmate, he is looking through the lens of his own past. Something in his life did not unfold the way he wanted. Someone he trusted may have chosen differently. A love he once believed in may have broken him. A decision from long ago may have left him suspicious of deep emotion. So when he sees your soulmate drawn towards something real, something unplanned, something impossible to fully explain, he does not bless it immediately. He questions it. He tests it. He tries to weaken it before it can grow stronger. But listen carefully, not everyone who interferes knows they are being used by fear. Some people truly believe they are helping while they are actually repeating their own wounds. This man may speak with confidence, but confidence is not always truth. He may seem wise, but wisdom without love becomes control. He may seem protective, but protection without faith becomes a cage. And your soulmate is beginning to feel the bars of that cage. They may be restless. They may be distracted. They may be acting differently. They may seem colder than their heart actually is. But beneath that surface, something is happening that no one around them can stop. Your soulmate is starting to recognize the difference between advice that protects them and advice that imprisons them. That realization is still young, but it is growing. And when it fully awakens, everything changes. Beloved, you must understand this part deeply. Your soulmate is not weak because they have been influenced. They are human. They have history. They have obligations. They have people around them whose approval once felt necessary for survival. They may have been taught to obey before they were taught to listen to their own heart. They may have learned to keep peace by sacrificing truth. They may have learned that love becomes dangerous when it threatens the structure someone else built. But your connection entered their life like a quiet flame. Not loud, not forced, not demanding, yet impossible to ignore. And the more they tried to pretend it was nothing, the more their spirit remembered you in unexpected moments. A song, a place, a passing thought, a dream that felt too real, a sudden ache when they saw something that reminded them of you. Heaven has been speaking to them through small signs, not to pressure them, but to guide them back to what is honest. Still, this gray-haired man has sensed the return of that truth, and now he is preparing to speak. There is a conversation approaching. It may happen in a room that looks ordinary. It may happen after a family discussion, a private call, a quiet meeting, or a moment when your soulmate is emotionally vulnerable. The words may sound reasonable at first, but beneath them will be a hidden attempt to redirect your soulmate away from you. He may bring up the past. He may bring up fear. He may bring up what others will think. He may bring up timing, distance, status, family expectations, mistakes, or doubts. But what he is truly trying to destroy is not just a relationship. He is trying to destroy your soulmate's courage. Because courage is the one thing your soulmate needs now. Not perfection. Not a grand performance. Not an instant decision that ignores reality. Just courage. The courage to admit what they feel. The courage to stop letting other voices define their future. The courage to see you not through rumors, not through fear, not through someone else's suspicion, but through the truth of their own soul. And heaven is moving close to that courage now. That is why you are hearing this. You are not being asked to chase. You are not being asked to panic. You are not being asked to fight people in the physical world. This message is not a call to desperation. It is a call to spiritual steadiness. Because when the energy around a connection becomes chaotic, the one who remains grounded becomes the anchor. Your soulmate may not say it, but they feel your energy. When you are calm, something in them breathes easier. When you are wounded and reactive, something in them feels the storm. When you choose dignity, silence, prayer, and inner strength, you become harder to remove from their heart because your presence begins to feel like truth instead of pressure. And this gray-haired man does not understand that kind of love. He understands influence. He understands words. He understands reputation. He understands old power. But he does not understand the quiet authority of a soul connection watched over by heaven. That is why he is worried. Because he can advise the mind, but he cannot command the soul. He can speak into your soulmate's ear, but he cannot erase what your soulmate has felt in the deepest places. He can bring up reasons to walk away, but he cannot remove the moments when your soulmate knew, even for one breath, that you were different. There is a memory your soulmate keeps returning to. They may not speak of it. They may even deny its importance. But it remains alive inside them. It was a moment when your energy touched something unguarded within them. Maybe it was a message. Maybe it was your kindness. Maybe it was the way you looked at them without trying to own them. Maybe it was a conversation that stayed longer than expected. Maybe it was your silence after they hurt you, a silence that carried pain but also dignity. That memory is becoming stronger now. And the stronger it becomes, the more the gray-haired man will try to interfere. Because he knows timing is changing. Something is approaching that will force your soulmate to choose between old obedience and inner truth. And heaven is not allowing this choice to be delayed forever. You have waded through confusion. You have carried questions no one answered. You have wondered whether the bond was real or whether you imagined the depth. You have asked why someone could feel so close spiritually and still act so distant physically. You have tried to understand their silence without losing yourself inside it. And beloved, heaven saw every tear you swallowed. Heaven saw the nights you asked for a sign and then pretended you were fine. Heaven saw how you kept loving with a heart that had been tested, stretched, and misunderstood. But now the unseen pressure is becoming visible. The truth is not coming out all at once. It is unfolding piece by piece, because if everything were revealed suddenly, your heart might not know how to hold it. So heaven is guiding you slowly, gently, but with urgency. The gray-haired man is part of a larger pattern. He is not the beginning of the problem. He is the face of something older. There have been voices around your soulmate for a long time that taught them to doubt their own feelings. There have been expectations placed over them like heavy garments. There have been silent rules about who they should choose, how they should behave, what they should sacrifice, and what kind of love is acceptable. And your connection did not fit neatly into those rules. That is why it became threatening, not because it was wrong, but because it was free. Real love always exposes false control, and when false control feels exposed, it tries to call love dangerous. Remember that, because the next thing you hear may test your peace. There may be a delay. There may be distance. There may be a sudden change in your soulmate's behavior. They may pull back, not because the bond is dying, but because they are trying to process pressure they are not yet ready to explain. They may become quiet after someone speaks to them. They may appear confused after seeming certain. They may take one step forward and then freeze. Do not mistake the freeze for rejection. Sometimes a soul freezes right before it breaks free. Your soulmate is beginning to notice contradictions. The person who claims to protect them does not bring them peace. The advice that sounds wise leaves their spirit heavy. The path others are pushing may look safe on the outside, but inside it feels empty. And when they compare that emptiness to the way your presence makes their soul remember itself, they begin to see the truth. This is where heaven is working, not in loud signs, not in dramatic displays, but inside the quiet discomfort that makes your soulmate question what they once obeyed. The gray-haired man does not know that his pressure may actually push your soulmate closer to awakening. He thinks he is closing a door, but he may be forcing your soulmate to finally look at the door and ask why everyone is so afraid of it opening. And beyond that door is truth. Beyond that door is a conversation that should have happened long ago. Beyond that door is a confession your soulmate has carried in pieces. But before that confession can come, one more hidden thing must be revealed. There is something this man knows. Something connected to your soulmate's past. Something he has not fully said. Something he may use at the right moment to shake your soulmate's confidence and make them question the future they were beginning to imagine. This is why heaven is warning you now. Not so you will tremble, so you will stand still. Because when the next wave comes, your peace will matter more than your reaction. Your discernment will matter more than your emotion. Your ability to wait without collapsing will matter more than anything you could force. Your soulmate is closer to a breakthrough than they appear. But this breakthrough will not look gentle at first. It may begin with tension. It may begin with a difficult conversation. It may begin with your soulmate hearing something that unsettles them. It may begin with a choice they thought they could avoid. It may begin with silence before movement. And then the truth will start coming out. The gray-haired man is preparing to reveal a version of the story that benefits his control. But heaven is preparing to reveal the whole story. And once the whole story is seen, your soulmate will understand why their heart kept returning to you even when everything around them told them not to. Beloved, do not sleep on this moment spiritually. Something is shifting behind the scenes. A hidden influence is about to be exposed. A private pressure is about to lose power. A soul that was confused is about to see the difference between fear and truth. And your name is closer to the center of this than you realize. Because the thing this man is coming to destroy is the very thing heaven is preparing to protect. But before heaven shows you how this protection will unfold, you must first understand what he is carrying in his hand, what he is planning to say, and why your soulmate's next decision could change everything. And that is where the next part begins.